Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of the District 32 vlog. In this episode, what I'm going to be focusing on is building a auto checkpoint system. A lot of these systems are what you see in video games if you're getting to a certain area that you've reached and you've been playing for a while. And a lot of us forget to save, and we got something to do, and we hurry up and run out. So this is just basically me figuring out how to do the checkpoint system. This one was about an hour long, so what I'm going to do is actually fast forward to when I actually have the solution. So pretty much what I'm doing in this moment is creating triggers, adding a remember component to these so that when this scene is saved, the position, rotation, scale, if this object was active, inactive, that information is being saved so that when I build out the save and load menu, all that will work in conjunction together. I do have a glitch in this one that I'll point out later, or you'll actually get to see it as it plays out. But right now, I think it's kind of time for me to fast forward this one because it took me about a good hour to get this, and I really don't want to bore you guys sitting here for a whole hour watching me try to figure this out. So with the magic of video editing and time lapse, here we go. Alright, so I start off with a few variables just for some checks, and what these variables are going to do is let us fire off an event that says that, if we reach the checkpoint, boom, that's fired off, and then that'll allow the other cube that we have to have access to that. So let's see, right here now, as I'm going through everything, I'm going to set certain panels to activate, add a sound when you actually hit this trigger, and then pretty much this trigger is going to destroy itself just like in any other game. So once it destroys itself, it's been used. It's always good to get down a lot of the features that you want before you start trying to implement AI and other game logic in there, because as the project grows, things can get lost, and I try to keep a running log of everything that I'm doing. So, test, replay, test some more. I put in the Boolean on the other trigger to set that variable. All right, so at this particular moment in time, I've pretty much figured out how I wanted to put this all together, and right now I'm just editing the trigger and the logic behind it to make sure that everything works. So the issue that I'm going to run into later on, and you'll see it because I'm a fast forward towards the end, is that pretty much I run through the trigger, all that information is saved, and then I go and I hit the checkpoint saves information, and once that saves, it's going to destroy itself, and then that's going to activate the other cube over there for when I touch it to actually reload the scene. So I'm treating it as if I died and I'm respawning. And when I lay down my marker, at that point, the character doesn't respawn at that point. So that's just something that I have to work on and figure out exactly how this logic is working. I mean, I know it works from top to bottom, but to figure out how to actually respawn in the place that you want the character to respawn when you reload the game, because the checkpoint at that point in time has been destroyed. So when the scene reloads, that checkpoint shouldn't still be there. They should just be respawning at the respawn point or the marker that's set. So that's pretty much the issue at hand. But hopefully, it's gonna take some time to figure that one out. But once it's figured out, then all is good. So what I'm gonna focus on in episode 5 is the power of scriptable objects. Really good assets to use when doing game development, because they can just hold so much data. It contains so much information that I don't have to do repetitive code over and over again. I just make one asset with everything in there and then call that up. So with that being said, with the mission system, it's really going to play a very important part, as well as the objective system for this game. So, as I said before, test some more, keep testing, and test again. There's always a different result. Sometimes when the character respawns, the checkpoint doesn't say that there's an autosave. But it's not supposed to do that, and that's one of the things that are happening. Could be a glitch. It could be the way that I program this. I mean, it does run from top to bottom, and I do see that I have load game before I teleport. So maybe it would make sense if I have a delay before I teleport the character to said marker respawn point and then load the game, or when the character hits there to open up maybe a loading screen, then wait so many seconds, teleport the character to a certain position, and then reload the game. So, but I'm not sure if it takes the snapshot as I enter the trigger or not. So that's gonna take a little bit more finessing to figure out, but everything is doable. And you're watching the process, you're watching me make mistakes, you're watching the growing pains, and you're watching the development from beginning to end. So I would like to thank y'all for tuning in to episode 4. Please like, subscribe, and spread the word. Please, the more support the better. If you're an artist and you want to submit your music, feel free to reach out to me. Shoot me a DM. Give me some information about your music, your group, a little bit about your journey, and all is good from there. I'm still taking submissions, and I would love to showcase unsigned talent, up and coming artists, or even signed individuals. It doesn't really matter. I want everybody to be able to shine with this project. So with that being said, thank you again, and I'll catch you guys in episode 5. I'm super high, Whitney and Bobby. In my bag now hit the list switch. They shaking ass, show you bad, and she thick. Yeah. Grab the hen, I got Bacardi. Oh Lord. Can't play, I'm trying party. My section got it lit, we turning up, they wanna watch. Smirnoff sponsored all the liquor, so we taking shots. Showing love, got shorty open, she gon' make it pop. Pop, she busted like a Glock. Drinking till the bottle empty.